Hello, how's it going? We're back with another day here. I slept in pretty late, so I am still eating my breakfast. Apologies. But yeah, it might be too much. I think I also want to scrap this idea of having the AI steer the ships. I think it's more important that the player has complete control. Yeah, let's play around with the camera, I guess. Can involve redoing a lot of this. Water tile map will need to be quite a bit bigger. We'll need to decide what the maximum distance away from... I think I'd want it so that the temple is always within at least a third. You'd probably max it out here. Where is this? 138. What if we call it 128? Something like that. It would give us a lot more to look at. You could plan a little better. If you see a ship come in, you could see where it's going. It would give us more screen space. We wouldn't have to be so worried about leaving plenty of empty space around the edge of the current play area. We could leave that empty space on the outside in this kind of boundary area that you can look into, but don't have to. Okay, so that would be the offset to the top. What would, or the offset to the side, what would the offset to the top or bottom be? Negative 64? I want a little more than that. That's too much. Maybe that, maybe 96 or so. Call it 100. Something like that. The other one, maybe we call it like 150 or something. And we're running into some issues just with our aspect ratio here. A little math here. So 640, 460, 360 divided by 4, 90. Let's just go with that. What did I say that was? 60. Okay. Look at that. 160, 90. A little scary. I think that's about the tolerance that we have. Let's start with that. As far as the maximum. Maximum play area, you know. Let's make our tile set bigger along the outside here. A lot of safety. Extend one beyond safety. Oops. Our new action camera and left. Camera and right. Camera down. Defaults. This is not super tolerant to varying aspect ratios. We'll see how we feel about doing that. We need to move the markers, which is fine. I think they were a little too close together anyway. Probably want to add additional markers, but let's not worry about that right now. We'll slow the game down at first. It's going to take longer. Probably do with a better system than just having markers. But markers are easy, so I don't mind that. Probably want more though. We have like no corner markers, which is weird. Bottom. Let's do that. Let's move these around. Get rid of the concept of the corner marker. That's probably the one marker most likely to cause an unintended early collision. Ship coming in right at a corner. I don't know if that's true, but it feels right. Probably use the guidelines at the top when I'm laying these out. Forget that they're there. guidelines on the top and the left side. Kind of like eyeballing it. We might actually see the lifetime exhaustion of a full intensity gust of wind now. Now that we've like lengthened. We've lengthened this a bit. That'd be interesting. It's 10, 10, that's 20. Okay. Oh yeah, we'll make this more symmetrical in terms of the spawning positions. I think that ships are more likely... No, they're not. Never mind. Well, yeah, statistically, the ships are more likely to spawn on the top and the bottom than the sides. Which is interesting. Probably want it the other way, though, yeah? Because it's easier to deal with the ship coming in from the side. Didn't think about that until just now. It's just picking one of these markers at random, and statistically it's more likely to pick one at the top or the bottom because there's more of them. That is maybe something we want to address. I don't know. But whatever. As usual, let's not worry about it right now. Which one's which is the real question. Boundary 1 and Boundary 2. Boundary 1. So this is the out of bounds. This is the inbounds. Out of bounds. Inbounds. Call this on within bounds area entered. Can I just rename those and they'll still work or no? Let's reconnect it. Disconnect it and reconnect it. Outside. Arguably should just be a single question whether I need the within bounds one, which is the one that turns the ships on. That's just like a fail-safe. Yeah, I think it's good. It's good to prevent ships that are just out of bounds, like just off screen and out of the playable area, from colliding with ships that are being spawned in. Not something we want. So that's reasonable. Now we want to make it so we can move the camera. Let's make a camera controller script. We'll say variable and is a vector 2. The input dot get action. What is it? Get access, that's it. Negative action. I went down though. Left. Left. Right. Down. Oh, enemy's gate is down. This is Godot. Everything is upside down. Hard to get used to that. That's the position. The global position. Max offset. Let me say offset. Call it bounds. Negative bounds, positive bounds. Oh, bounds X. Ads, but we're just chilling, so no worries. Pretty quiet this morning, which is good, because again, I don't know why I like slept right through my alarm. I didn't even know it was way past time to get up, except the sun just hit me right in the face. Sunlight just blasted through the window this time of year. Like, oh. Well, there goes my morning. It's alright. I think it's a little rude for me to eat breakfast in front of you, but we got ads going, so I'm gonna have a few bites. All right, and the ads are over. I'm gonna not use translate this time. I'm just gonna clamp the position. Fine. Oh, no, yeah, that's right. Let's see how that works. It's slow. Problem. Also, the UI is disappearing. Hey, Otagon. Well, we're sinking. We're sinking. Also, the islands have disappeared? When did that happen? Oh, that happened now. How did that happen? What? When and how and what and how and wait. They're still there. They're just under the tile map now all of a sudden. I mean, I was messing around with the tile map. Oh, I blew it. I know what I did. How's it going? I was checking out that Discord. That Discord seems cool. Jam Discord. Saw the Salmoning crew in there. That was cool. We have a pattern. We can just use our pattern. We're smart. Are we smart though? Yeah, there we go. Put these back. We've widened the play area, and I kind of messed a couple things up doing it. Just say you can, like, move the camera around a little bit. So we need a camera speed. I don't know. Yeah. Dip it. Negative is going right. Oh. I'm a fool. The enemy's gate is down, but left and right still work. It's up down that I think I need to needed to flip. But right left should still be standard. Forgetting my Godot aphorisms here. Or I'm misinterpreting them, I guess. Also, speed needs to be like 100. Or not? Let's be like 1,000. 10,000. Just whip this camera around. Okay, this isn't doing... Oh, I didn't plug it in. I was like, this isn't making any sense. I never plugged it in. Well... Speed and power. Better. Probably does need to be up at 100 though. I don't know if I'm going to stick with this idea. I want to play with it though. I want to play with having a little extra screen space. That's a lot better. The UI not being centered on the camera is a little funny. Do I just make the UI a child of the camera? Is that how you do that? I don't know why I was expecting the UI to render in screen space. Oh, well now... Wait. Who's using that? Okay, so now I need to add in camera 2D. Need to put this in front of everything. UI usually renders in screen space if it is a child of a canvas layer. Oh, so I need to put it outside of my root game tree here, which ends in a node. Right now I have it as part of the game manager. I can make a canvas sub... Okay, let's try that. Let us try that. I mean, I suppose I could just make the game manager a canvas layer, huh? I don't know if the game manager cares what it is. If that causes horrible problems. I'm kind of curious, honestly. May cause horrible problems. Oh, and then I have to move this back outside of the camera. Yes. Yes, my lord. Yeah, that did cause some problems. Lesson learned, don't do that. Okay, so we want one of these, we just don't want it to be this. Node. Script extends node. Make a canvas layer. Do what Adagon told you. Don't try to be fancy with it. We just have to add canvas layer to each of these. Anyway, how's it going with you? Overboard. What did I call it that? That's so funny. I've been setting up a game jam. Okay, so one of the game jams alerts I was reading on the Discord. That's one of yours, huh? Okay. I'm a little concerned about the lack of space on the top and the bottom. I also wonder if it should rubber band back absent input. I'm thinking maybe not. I do think this is kind of nice, though. I think this will give us a lot more room to play with. Currently called Community Jam on the Discord. The name's being brainstormed. Okay, cool. How long a jam is it gonna be? Slow you down a little bit. And to be something similar to Ludum Dare, but better managed. 3 days. I mean, Ludum Dare is just managed by one guy, right? That seems like a lot to do. Alright, all I want to see at the moment is I'm going to summon a maximum wind strength wind on the left side. Also, my UI is gone. I just realized that now. So there's that. Wonder where it went. But what I wanted to test was the maximum lifespan of this gust of wind. Kind of going to ignore everything else. Assuming the game doesn't end. It has 60 seconds when it's got maximum intensity. It seems to be long. Nope. There it goes. And it didn't fade out. It just disappeared. Oh, I never changed something very crucial. Which is the size of these boundary things. Oops. Doesn't exactly matter what size it is. I do want its position to be 0. Somewhere it says the size of the collider, seemingly not. Well, that's cool. So there will be solo, and there'll be like multiple categories, like solos and teams and stuff. When is that going to run? This is maybe not the best way to do this. Probably be more sophisticated about this later, but it will work. So let's see what happened to my UI here. Do I have to do stuff with my canvas layer? Visible. Follow viewport. Planned for June 14th. Wrote up a doc with a bunch of info. Cool. Jam for the community, by the community. Oh, I like accessibility. That's a fun category. I mean, it's not a fun category, but that's a good category to have. Got rid of mood. Good. Ooh, I like separating different team sizes. This is a pretty big lift. It does look kind of like a parallel Ludum Dare. That's pretty cool. But yeah, if you're running it in the quarters that Ludum Dare is not running, that seems like good. You're running it in the summer. Are you doing most of the organizing? Because that sounds like a ton of work. My UI is here, but it is no longer rendering. All I did was make a canvas layer and throw these bad boys on the canvas layer. So a little perplexing, but I also don't really care at the moment. I want to test this wind velocity thing. We're summoning in a wind. We're going to watch it cross the screen and see when it fades out. I'm thinking it might actually make it all the way across the screen. Most of the initial stuff is being driven by you. Ideally, anyone would be free to help out. It's 8 people in the Jam Central Discord currently helping with planning out the jam aspects. Oh, okay, that's good. That seems like it'd be a huge lift for one person. So it looks like the wind can make it across the whole screen. It's fine with me. That fits the design ethos here. We might want to tune that so that a wind is unlikely to like cross multiple screens. I'm okay with this so far. So what I do want to do is try a little bit of an elastic snapback control kind of thing. So we'd say something like, Say something like, if camera pan, say, is 0 approximately. Oh, that only works for floats. We'd say is equal. Well, does vector 2 just have an is equal approximately? That is equal 0 approximately. Oh, you got your own one of those. Sweet. If not, camera pan. Honestly, that's the less likely circumstance, so that's probably not the way we want to order that. Probably say this. We'd probably say else that. So if the camera pan is approximately 0, we want to like move the position back towards the origin. Maybe this is the case where we just translate instead of trying to reset the position. Let's try that first. Translate negative global position times delta. I don't know. I'm going to try a couple different things. We might want to add some easing. So what if I let go? That's kind of disorienting at the end. But it's good up until the very end. So maybe we want to deal with that somehow. The last few frames are a little disorienting. By few frames, I mean, I guess pixel transforms. But we're getting like kind of an easing automatically here. Okay for now. I think we'll add some kind of minimum amount of movement just so it doesn't do that thing right at the end where it's just eased a little too much. Over here. Alright, so what did we do to the UI? We made the UI disappear somehow. A little concerned about what's about to happen here. Oh, okay, ship is coming in fast. So we need to do that little UI thing on the edge of the screen where we need to shout out that a ship is coming in from off screen. And I think that's pretty easy to do. I was told about an outside viewport function that will at least tell us if a ship is outside the viewport. And then we can just do something where we render it on the same position along whichever axis is within. Like whichever position is technically within the viewport along that axis. So like it's either along the X or the Y. We'll just render a little UI icon along that same position. Maybe a little arrow, like a black or a white arrow, depending on whether it's a pirate or a pilgrim. I think that'd work. I think that'd work just fine. Out. That will require us to figure out why our UI is not being drawn anymore. which is something we need to figure out. Yeah, so why? Why exactly? So what if all we did was put a canvas layer in front of it. You have a control. Then a bunch of labels. None of the labels are rendering. I mean, they're hidden, but that's on purpose. I think the game manager controls all that stuff. Right? They probably shouldn't. I probably should move that to somewhere else, but at the moment, they control this stuff. Someone else should probably control it. The game manager is saying, find my canvas layer, child. My user interface, get my byline, game title. Okay, so the game title and stuff should be on because we're going to fade that out. But these should just be visible. They have no text. Where did that go? What happened to all this stuff? Oh no, it's set up here. Update boards. If not, game over. Faithboard.text is faith value. Scoreboard text. Score. Faith value. Score value. Is this not happening now for some reason? No, it's happening in ready. Huh. Start and pause it real quick and see what the remote tree looks like. Oh, scoreboard. Score 0. Faith 10. That is correct. They have a size, they have a position. I feel like they have everything they need to render. They are no longer rendering. I don't understand Godot's control system. So what if we put UI back outside of this? Is it just going to show up again? Testing. Testing. Yep, there it is. It's not screen space dependent. What if I just put it on the camera? Hey, Moth. How's it going? Oh, uh-oh. Definitely not what we want to do. Okay, so that's not how we want to solve it. It is ostensibly working. But it's moving, which is cool. Like, if this was an action game where you had, like, a HUD, that would be a super sick effect to have, where the UI is, like, moving slightly off the camera. That would be super cool. Not as cool for what we're trying to do. So that's not the solution. So we need this, put this on the canvas layer, but for some reason, when we put it on the canvas layer, it no longer works. Check follow viewport. That is unchecked. That needs to be checked. Damn. Ads. All right. It's back. All right. Well, we got 1 more minute of ads. And because Adagon is the one saving me here, I'll just eat some breakfast for the next minute. Okay, well, no ads for you anymore. Great. So here's where we're at. The UI now renders. So that's an improvement. However, no longer follows us around. Or, you know, it doesn't follow us around, I guess I should say. So there's probably some setting in the control or something, or who knows. Who knows? I don't understand, because user interface is it's a canvas item, not a canvas layer. Follow viewport. How does follow viewport work? Maybe we should read about canvas layer. Follow viewport got it to show, but it's not moving. Theoretically should be unchecked, but it's weird that that makes it not show. That is weird. Let's run to the documentation. We're delving well into nodes that I don't understand. Canvas item derived nodes, all controls that are direct or indirect children of a canvas layer will be drawn in that layer. The layer is a numeric index that defines the draw order. Okay. Canvas layers can be hidden, and they can optionally follow the viewport. This makes them useful for HUDs. Yeah, I would think so. Drawn on a specific viewport. Okay. I don't know. I mean, there's the default. I just have one camera. I'm not out here with like, I'm not like 2-camera Tommy out here. Only got the one camera. It's one of those cases where if only I had done more tutorials. Seems like it might be helpful. Now we want this, so maybe you'll explain how this works. Here we go. Scene tree, viewport, root, scene, root node. Yeah, we're all under the same viewport, as far as I can tell. Do I need to set the canvas layers? No, this canvas layer seems to have a correct index already. Seems fine. Huh. Okay. That is too complicated a table for us to read. Pretty cool, though. Hmm. There's a 2D platformer demo that should help. Oh, it's a project. I don't want the project. I wanted like a... I haven't had this problem before, and I've implemented at least basic UIs with moving cameras when I was first learning Godot. And I haven't run into this specific problem before. Is it have something to do with the layout issue that I've got? Node doesn't have a control parent. Does it need a control parent? It is the control parent. Can't be control parents all the way up. I hate this. I hate this music so much. What is this? Better. Layer 1. Okay, so that's good. So it's the correct layer. If enabled, the canvas layer will use the viewport's transform. So it will move when the camera moves instead of being anchored in a fixed position on the screen. Yeah, I don't want that. That should be unchecked. You're definitely right about that. But when I uncheck it, gone. Because it's in front, behind the camera. Something as stupid and simple as that. No. Very weird. we might need to abandon this for now, and this is something I research off stream, because this doesn't seem like I'm gonna figure it out anytime soon. Making a project to test. You don't have to do that, but I appreciate it. Just mess around with some stuff. Like, what if I take this and put it outside of this tree here? Yeah, true. Fair enough. Fair enough. I wish I had researched more about UI when I was doing this jam. Okay, so that didn't fix anything. That just made things worse. I mean, should I have this stuff happening outside of this node? Is there a problem related to this root node game manager thing I have? Because this guy, this stupid root node game manager guy, gave me so much trouble during the jam. I ended up having to make this node 2D sorter of Y's bucket just to get all the Y sorting to work. Because node, I mean, it makes sense that node breaks Y sorting. But I like having my managers. I like having my manager buckets. What if we put some of this stuff outside of the game manager? Is that not possible? It seems like it's not possible. If I put it like up here. Not. Okay, so that's not possible. Huh. Fun world we live in. Alright, we're gonna ignore that for now. What else do we want to do? Oh yeah, we wanted to check out this outside viewport thing. Wanted to read about that. Outside viewport. I didn't yield anything? I was told that was a function. I was lied to. Great. You set up a basic project similar to what I have, and it seems to work fine. For the movement, am I just moving the node the camera is a sub-node of? No, I've been moving the camera directly. That may be not the best way to do. I just have a script on the camera that's been moving it. Yeah, I just have the camera and the canvas layer childed to this parent node. Still fine. Yeah, so there's something weird about what I'm doing, and that's fine. We'll figure that out at some point somehow. Super weird. Not that I need follow viewport on to even see the UI, I feel is indicative of the problem. You have follow viewport on in your tests? Because if you don't, we could just be trying to solve the wrong problem. Yeah, I think we're solving the wrong problem. We're trying to like figure out why the UI is not moving, when what I probably should be trying to figure out is why is the UI hidden when I uncheck follow viewport. That's the problem that I should probably be focused on. Because that seems like the root problem. Go to 2D view real quick. Where's the UI in that? It doesn't show up when I'm in the editor. It's never shown up when I'm in the editor. I mean, this part shows up for some reason. Let me see if I have the game title on. Oh, look at that. It's over there. So it's there. It's just over there. So maybe it has to do with the fact that I've anchored everything to the world origin, but the viewport is over here. Because look, so it is anchored to the viewport. The viewport is not moving. We're moving the camera. So maybe I don't understand how viewports work. Top left should be 0, 0, not centered on world origin. All of this code is based on the presumption that the world origin is at 0, 0. I just figured that this is the viewport's position absent the existence of the camera. Just not UI. Oh, I need to move my UI. Okay. Let's do that. Let us do that. Canvas layer doesn't seem to have a position, the concept of a position, so let's just move this. Well, that's interesting. I think we figured it out. By we, I mean pretty much just Adagon. Well, I can't move this, because this also doesn't have a position, so I have to move it like this. Cool. That's not who I wanted to move. I want to move you. Anchor. Well, so the anchor here is top left. Okay, so the user interface has the correct anchor at top left. All of these labels need to move. That's what I'm understanding. Is that correct? 2D is fine to be a layout transform. Oh, it does have a transform. It's in the layout transform. Okay, sick. Sick, sick, sick. Cool, cool, cool. Tight, tight, tight. All right. GG. Thanks, Adagon. Saving the day here. UI is here. All right. That looks weird, but it seems fine. So let's hide the title and the byline again. Don't want to see that every time. All right. So that's accomplished. The next big chunky thing is to have a little UI element or something that's like a UI element rendering whenever a little ship is off screen. That's probably too big a chunk to deal with in the time we have remaining, but who knows? Maybe it's not. So I don't know what this outside viewport. Someone mentioned that to me yesterday as a thing. And then I looked for it and it doesn't exist. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to check to see if a ship is outside the viewport. If it is, we're going to see which of its two axes, or I don't know. We're gonna, because in the case of this corner kind of area, someone could be in this corner and they're totally outside, in which case we'd want some little thing to render into the corner here. I guess what we should start with is maybe some little sprites for this effect. How big is my arrow sprite? I'm going to avoid the hard part of this problem by working on the easy part first. Arrow. What did I call this? What did I call this stupid thing? Input arrow, maybe? Mouse cursor. Small arrow, that's what I called it. So what's the size of this thing? Pretty big. Like 16 by 16 maybe? Or it's 16 by 30, or 32 by 16 technically. So let's make a new 8 by 8 little thing. And we'll make a couple of little arrows. That we can use for this icon. Be our pilgrim icon. Copy and paste this and make this our pirate icon. Change the color. Be a little more menacing. This is something like this, maybe. I don't know. Seems fine. Off-screen icons. Call it that. Call this pirate icon. Call this one pilgrim icon. That stuff. It'll be interesting to see how we accomplish this. So let's look at stuff that inherits from UI. Look at our UI options here. Not a color rect. Labels. Labels are text. I want one that's like basically a sprite, I think. Texture rect. So what are we gonna do? Are we just gonna have like maybe we have we have a container full of texture rects or something like that. We need a bunch of texture rects. We need as many, so we need to be spawning them in. So we're just trying to have a little triangle show up on the edge of the screen if there's a ship that's off screen in that direction. That's pretty doable. I assume texture rec can like flip the textures. Just add one and see what it looks like. Yeah, so we can flip. So we'd basically use either our stupid little pilgrim icon or our... Why is this so huge? Fan node. Touch mode. Keep. There we go. Thing's so huge. It does not need to be this huge. There we go. So we just basically have these little guys. It seems like the right size. They'd just be at the edge of the screen like this. They'd move up and down or around the edge of the screen just to hint that there's a ship coming in over here. Layout for size rotation. Node is a child of irregular control. Use anchors and the rectangle for positioning. What the fuck is the rectangle? As in, you want me to have a rectangle? I should just be doing a Godot UI tutorial, because Godot UI is weird. I mean, all UI. I've yet to encounter a single UI system that's not weird. Reference rect is kind of cool. What's this do? Oh, it's literally just a... Okay. Cool. Literally just a thing that helps me see the borders around something. But yeah, so we need to determine where we're going to place these. Layout. Direction. That's fine. Layout mode, position. Also probably what I want. So I'm going to need to specify the position. So it's anchored to its little upper left. Is that defined here? So if I changed this... That's fine. We can work with upper left. We'd want to actually change it for a lot of things if we were going to be changing it. Yeah, this is what we want, essentially. Wait, why can't I flip V? Oh, because flip V is meaningless. Flip V is meaningless for this. I guess I want to make a vertical version of this. I can't just straight rotate it. Transform rotation. Oh, yes I can. Never mind. 90. It rotates around this pivot point. Do I just... I guess having it be there is fine. What if I mess around with its pivot offset? That won't do anything. Well, that moved it, so 0, 4, 4. That's only for its pivot then, huh? Okay, that's probably what we want. That seems good. So we'll make one of these as like a little... Make a couple of these as little scenes or whatever, and we'll just... populate our UI with them as we need them. Yeah, no worries. Thanks, Adagon. Thanks for all the help. Enjoy your lunch. All right, so we're going to need to calculate where we put these. Let's just see how big these are and if this is the right size. It's not even there. Oh, because it's not supposed to be there. It's supposed to be over here. Kind of weird that it displays the UI and the 2D in the same game window, but they may not overlap. Yeah, that's fine. We're going to need to make some space on the edge of the screen for these, so we'll probably need to move. I mean, these are too large anyway, the faith and the score readouts. We're going to rewrite these. Probably use our own font type too, our own typeface. Do a typeface that makes more sense at our scale. Oh, what? Oh, okay. We're counting the lifetime from when we click down, not from when we release. So if I just hold this for a long time and never release it, and release it eventually, yeah, it instantly fades out. That's a problem. Maybe we just put a timer. No, because it's not a time. Oh, yeah, it is. Maybe we just put a timer. Because right now, what are we saying? Right now, we're just counting the lifetime. Yeah, we shouldn't be doing that. Shouldn't be doing that here. We should just add a timer and use the timer's timeout. And we'll just set the wait time, the whatever you call it. Called wait time? Yeah, wait time. We'll set the wait time. Oh, timers are affected by engine timescale. Cool. Make the game harder just by upping the timescale. Alright, so let's look at our guest scene, which is here. Got a timer in here. Oh, excuse me. So it is a one-shot. We just need to connect it to the gust. On timer timeout. We don't need to do this. What we do need to do is we use maximum speed. Oh, we use it a couple places. So here, when the initialization ends. This is where we'll start the timer. Okay. Oh, we need to keep track of our timer. we'll say timer dot wait time equals, so it's 60 at the most. What we decided.
Our struggle as artists isn't about appeasing the crowd. Rather, it's about tending to the broken parts inside of ourselves. We create things as a reflection of this struggle, to study our perception of self. Ben Wave isn't necessarily a
Low end, it's like 25, so 20 times.
It is a state of mind which you
Only 2 or 2.5 seconds or so at the lowest intensity.
comes from an
It's pretty low.
understanding that ideas aren't static, but fluid, like water. Be like water.
Say 6 seconds plus. Say 10 seconds plus. Best intensity 2. Like that for now. Probably similar to what we were doing, but I'm not sure if that's what we're gonna want to do. Start. Or wait, can I just say start and then plug in the wait time? No, okay, I don't even need to define wait time. I can just say this.
Be
That's wait time to time seconds if time seconds is greater than 0. Great. Okay, that should do it. We don't have to worry about this lifetime stuff as a process function. Hey, Robotech. How's it going? A chill morning here. Adagon's been helping us with our UI. It is going. It's true. Pretty good. We're messing around with some stuff. We've implemented a bit of a elastic camera so that we can look around. And it goes back. I don't love what it does at the end. I want it to maybe not be so. Maybe add a minimum movement amount or something. We're also implementing these little, because ships are now going to be potentially off screen. We need to implement a little arrow system, like have little arrow UIs around the edge of the screen. That tell us where ships are spawning in from, or, you know, coming in from off screen. So we're laying the groundwork for that. It's going to be a lot. Be a lot to do, but I think it'll be cool. We also changed the gust lifetime stuff, so I'm curious how that works now. Okay, that seems reasonable. Move you a little bit, or you're gonna crash. Gonna move y'all. Oh, I made them crash. Oops. Oops in a line are causing really a lot of chaos here. But if I just accidentally... Maybe I want a minimum... Maybe I want to cool down so you can't accidentally spam clouds like this. I don't want people to be able to do this necessarily. Also maybe don't care though. I'm gonna look at how people typically implement this little off-screen arrow thing. So if I change the anchor to center, go to 640. Okay, it still seems to anchor the rect itself to the upper left, no matter what I do. So that's important to keep in mind. Whatever the anchor preset is. That doesn't change that, so that's good to know. So we maybe don't care about the anchor preset then. We're just setting the position. Let's also save a pirate icon. And we will change this one to be the black arrow. Pirate icon right here. Might not read super well, but we have a couple different icons that we can use. Good. Delete this now. Probably add a container. Aspect ratio container. Oh, that's cool. There's too many UI node types. It is insane. Wraps them around the borders. I like that. Around at the borders. That's what we want. How do you even do that, though? How do you control that? Node is a child of a regular control. Do not be. Alignment. Begin. Vertical. How does this work? Where did the pilgrim icon go? In here. Okay. This is not what we want. We'll probably be manually positioning them. Container by itself serves no purpose unless a script configures its children placement behavior. Don't intend to add a script, use a plain control node instead. I do intend to add a script. It doesn't have to be a container, I just picked that arbitrarily. Icon container. What icon manager? I don't know. Maybe it doesn't need to be a container. Maybe it could just be a control, because we're not actually going to be using the functionality of the container, I think. It could just be a control. We just need somewhere to dump all of the icons. All right. So I think that's going to be our big task tomorrow, is to figure out how to do this iconography thing. I really wanted to work on some new environmental pieces. Probably try to sketch some out. Well, we can do that next week if we don't get to it this week. I want to try to figure out more of the constraints of this system. This elastic camera, the consequences of trying out an elastic camera. That's really nice for us because it means we don't have to inherently have much of a margin with the edge of the screen. Like right here, I was very conscious to add quite a margin. But if we have all this extra space, that can be our margin. Arguably too far on the side. Not far enough on the top, but let's see. See what we end up doing. I do kind of want to add a minimum speed here for this elastic. I don't love the last few movements of this, so how are we going to do that? Camera controller. Looks good though. Thank you, Robotech. Yeah, I think it'll be nice. Give us this little breathing room. We just need to make sure we're very clearly communicating with the UI that there's stuff outside of the... So translate minus global position times delta. Maybe we just round this, whatever this is. Probably bad. Yeah, we might not be able to do better. Might not be able to do better than this. All right, well, I think I actually have to wrap it up for today, but oh, I'm leaning outside of the camera angle. Gotta be mindful of how tight this camera is, this camera frame. But yeah, I think that's it for today. This has been a nice chill stream. Thanks again to Adagon for helping us with some of our UI trubs. Nice to see you, Enamoth, Robotech. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. I like this tune. Thanks, you too. We're gonna go hang out with Sorcery Story here. Yeah, until next time. Thanks for hanging out, y'all.